What is going on, my hotshots? Today we will be making my Valorant patch 4.09 tier list. I haven't done tier list in a while, just an agent tier list, guys. I haven't made this in ages, guys. I'm excited to do it. So we're gonna go over some of the stuff in the update. Basically, they fixed it when Nightfall. Like, it used to just, like, I don't know if you guys saw that, like that weird flickering. I used to call that shit. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with like the walls? Like, so I guess that's actually a bug. I thought it was just my PC. So that's an actual bug. Yeah, they changed the VFX, so now it looks like nice now instead of like dog shit. So that's good. And then with Chamber, they nerfed Chamber quite a bit actually. So they increased the slow. They also changed it so he only gets one, and the audio is a lot louder. I like how the audio is louder. That's a big thing for me. And also how you only have one. We'll get back into that when I do my tier list stuff. Other than that, just minor little stuff, little tweaks. I like this patch a lot. That's gonna make it so Cypher are more playable. Also, if you guys are new around here, follow my Twitch right here, guys. I'm starting to stream more and more on Twitch. Guys, we're almost at 10 subscribers. Once I get to 10 subscribers, I'm going to twerk for you guys live on stream. That's what everyone's going to do, so follow me. And if you subscribe, once I get to 10 followers, we're twerking live on stream for everyone to see. I'll even, I don't know, I'm going to twerk. But yeah, so here we go, boys. My tier list. For S tier right now, and this is even counting the Chamber nerf, I still think Chamber is one of the strongest agents in the game. So Chamber's gonna be S tier for sure. I think Chamber might be the best agent in the game. In my opinion, it's either Chamber or KO. Now let's go into why I think Chamber's really strong. Obviously, you can op, and he has like, I don't know, any round's winnable with Chamber. That's what I learned. I'm playing a lot of Chamber, as you guys know, and any round's winnable with Chamber. I like how you can lurk with Chamber. Like, you can do a lot of shit with Chamber. You can play passive, you can play aggressive. I like the aggressive peeks you can do. Like, it throws your enemies off guard. I don't aggressively peek every round. Obviously, don't do that if you're new to Chamber, but you know what I mean? Like, just still aggressively peek every now and then just to get your enemies off guard. You get a free peek and you can just get away. I really like that about Chamber. The slow thing, that's a big nerf. I think that's going to make Cypher more playable on certain maps and Killjoy more playable on certain maps. But I still think Chamber's going to be like 100% pick around like a lot of maps. Chamber's still really strong. It's just it's interesting now how that does, because now it's gonna make Chamber more lurky, because a lot of times they'll put 2 trips, you know, on the flank, and now Chambers has to be more of like a lurker because he only has 1 trip now. So it's gonna be very interesting with how that plays out. Next up is KO. He's S tier in my honest opinion. KO is so annoying. Like, if you're ever playing against a good KO, it is the most frustrating thing in the world. Like, that knife is just so strong, man. It's so strong. Like, I don't even know his you know what I mean? Just takes over anything and everything, man. It's a free sight take. Like, KO on bind is, or not bind, KO on split, I mean, is super strong. Because there's always a really good Cypher, a really good Chamber, a really good Killjoy locking down a site usually. And if you have KO, you just completely counter everything, so they play off their util. Also, Viper, he counters Viper pretty well. Counters every agent. Best flash in the game, hands down the best flash in the game, because you don't know where the fuck, you can't hear it, or it just magically appears. Especially if you throw a good pop flash or you pop flash out of a smoke. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you're just blind. His molly's really strong. Honestly, he's just insane. Like, playing, like, I know you guys have seen it before. Like, a good KO is the most annoying, frustrating thing ever. He counters a fucking Raze and Silver Vault, man. Like, no one else can do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, he's just so strong. So, yeah, I think KO and Chamber are the 2 best agents in the game right now, in my honest opinion. Then we're gonna have, like, for duelist wise, I think Raze is the best duelist in the game right now. She's obviously not on Breeze, she's not that good, but on every other map, I feel like she's really, really solid. Like, I don't know, Raze is just crazy. Like, obviously her nade, the space she creates is insane. She's pretty much an initiator that fits a duelist role, because you can satchel. Like, think about it, like, all her abilities give you info, and the nade like clears angles, kind of like how Breach's util and KO's molly does. So it's kind of like a initiator duelist hybrid. I really like Raze. Been playing her a lot lately. That like 30 bomb I dropped today, it was like 28, 30, somewhere in that range. That hard carry game I had today where I was watching, I had like 12 kills. That was nuts. Like, I don't know, I can only do that shit with Raze, because Raze is just easy, man. I don't know, she's really fun. Ult's really good, but KO counters her a lot. So yeah, been seeing a lot of KOs lately. Like, I swear in every game I see at least 1 KO. Alright, and then I know this is going to be a bit controversial, but I'm going to throw Fade up there as well as Silva, because they both do the same thing essentially, you know what I mean? Fade's obviously really fucking strong. I think they need to nerf Fade's fucking reveal. I think it's a little bit too much of an area. Fade's reveal is kind of like actually insane right now with how far it reveals. It needs a big nerf in my opinion. Her slow is insane, like that little like sucky thingy, the little dick cheese, you guys know what I'm talking about? That thing is nuts. That thing is fucking outrageously strong. That thing delays a push. You can throw that thing and you're just stuck there. Like, it's insane, but it's kind of like an Astra pool. It's really strong. I comboed that shit with a Raze nade. You guys saw that when I comboed that shit with a Raze nade. And I fucking got 4 kills with the Raze nade. It was insane. Like, comboing it with a Viper molly, Brim molly, Silver Shock dart, it's insane. Her ult's really good, but you have to combo it with other abilities, which kind of sucks. But her ult's really good in like clutch situations, like especially on like bind or split, because you can just like use that shit and then just run away. You know what I mean? And just get, or like TP and like they don't know where you're going. Also really good on Haven as well. Really good agent. I really like her a lot, man. Like, just I think her reveal's a little too strong. Like, it's the range is actually like nuts on that thing, and you can throw it literally anywhere. Like, I love yeeting that bitch on top of fucking like like the walls, or like on top of fucking Haven, just on top of like the fucking buildings. Like, it's insane how strong she is. And then Sova, I think is still really strong. I think Sova's still the best initiator on Bind in my opinion, or not Bind, on Breeze. Sorry, I think Sova's strongest initiator on Breeze still. Like, you gotta have at least one of these characters, I feel like, at this point in the meta now, because there's 2 good reveals. Like, I feel like she's really good on like closer range maps, like Split and Split Haven and Fracture. And Sova's better on like all the other maps in my opinion. It's just kind of like a personal preference, you know what I mean? But that's just my honest opinion so far after playing this both agents a lot. Yeah, Sova obviously has shock darts. The nerf was kind of big with the two taps, and like his arrow and everything. It was a pretty big nerf, but he's still really strong, honestly. I don't think that really affected him too much. I think he still must pick on Breeze in my opinion. Alright, now we're going to go to A tier, guys. Like, these are all the meta agents in my opinion right now. Like, main one of these 5 agents, you guys will be good. So, S tier, or A tier, we're going to go with the smokers. We're going to go Brim. Obviously, he smokes. Molly lamps are insane. He can delay with his ult. Stimmy, like, I mean, it's insane. Like, the amount of util he has. I think, like, Omen and him are kind of, like, tied right now. I mean, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if it, other than, like, Breeze and maybe Fracture, like, and maybe Split, like, I feel like you had to have Brim or Omen, one of those 2 smokers. And then obviously that leads into Viper. We're gonna have to put her up there as well. But anyway, so back to Omen. Omen's really strong. His ult's really good flash. He's the only smoker I feel like that's like self-sufficient, where you can like play on your own. You don't really have to revolve around your team. Like, your util can kind of help you, like with the flash and the TPs and stuff. Every other fucking smoker you kind of have to play, like, you know what I mean, for the team. I mean, obviously you can set up plays with the flash for your teammates, but I mean, I feel like Omen just kind of, he's self-sufficient. You can kind of frag out with him. I've had some really good games, some really good 20 bombs with him, 20 plus bombs this act already. Viper's really good, obviously. Icebox and Breeze, she's gonna be like the smoker because just her wall's really strong. She's good for retaking. She is played a lot on Split as well and Bind. Like, she's really strong overall, but I feel like you have to have another smoker on certain maps because she can't be the lone smoker. But she's still really strong, really powerful. Got Molly lineups, you know the gig. Like, her retake setups are insane. Just her ult's nuts, man. Like, her ult can literally, when you like, you can 1v5 with her ult if you get it down and plant spike. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. A lot of util. Her mollies are strong, like especially if you combo it like with Fade right now. Really strong agent right now. I really like her a lot. Next A tier agent, we're gonna go Breach, boys. Breach is super strong right now. I don't know what it is. Breach just kind of came out of nowhere. People finally realized like how strong he is. I don't know what happened, but he's really good. Split, like, he's almost a must pick, I feel like, on Split. Fracture, 100% pick rate for sure. Then every other map is kind of like but he can play those maps. But yeah, like Split and Fracture is like kind of like a must pick at this point in the meta. I mean, obviously his ult's insane for retaking. His ult's insane for taking site. You guys, concussion. His concussion's kind of wonky. I feel like I always die concussing someone, but I mean, it still does the job. Slows him down. He's got 2 flashes, really strong flashes. Really love his flashes. Then, like, obviously he has that aftershock ability that's really annoying. Clear space. Honestly, Breach is insane. You guys saw me play him tonight in stream when I got back to Immortal. He's really nuts. I was popping off with the aftershocks. I was literally delaying so many pushes and shit. It's really crazy. Alright, next up in the A tier is going to be kind of a controversial one. Just kidding, it's not. It's Jett. Some people are going to say, like, why do you have Jett in A tier? Jett's really nerfed. I think Jett kind of got a slight buff. What the fuck? Sorry, I don't know why the ad started playing. But you don't have that get out of jail free card, so it's kind of like you have to play smarter with her. Still really strong. You can get double dash with her now. Really strong still, like I said. Her smokes are still good. Like, everything's still good with her. Nothing really changed. Like, I mean, her ult's strong, as you know. You can buy weapons for your team with her ult. I mean, nothing's really changed too much. She's got the double dash now. But honestly, I don't know. It just seems like she's not strong with the AWP anymore. Chamber's the main opera, which I like, but it kind of nerfed Jett a lot. All right, and now we're gonna go to B tier. So for B tier, I think we gotta put Cypher and Killjoy on B tier. I mean, they both do the same role essentially. Killjoy's stronger on certain maps. Killjoy's like way stronger on Ascent, and she's also way stronger on Bind. But Cypher's stronger on like every other map, in my opinion. I think Cypher's a really solid agent right now. The only thing that sucks is Breach is really meta right now, and KO's really meta right now, and they just completely counter both of them. Like, I mean, as long as you don't get KO knifed and Breach is not like on the other team, like you should be chilling. But if you do have a KO or Breach, which is more than likely what's gonna happen, you're kind of fucked because, I mean, one KO knife, you're done. Breach just clears you out completely. So I mean, there's really nothing you can do. Both these agents do about the same thing. You guys know the gist. I love both of them. I prefer Cypher personally over Killjoy, but that's just me. Alright, next for B tier, guys, we're gonna have Neon. I used to hate on Neon a lot. I mean, I still hate on Neon because most of the time when I get a Neon, they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. But if you have a team that has mics and can cooperate, she is very strong. I said this from the beginning, guys. I've been playing a lot of Neon on Fracture and Split because she's really strong on those two maps because they're super close range, like I said. Like, any map that Raze is good on, fucking Neon's gonna be good on as well. So yeah, just like everything that's close range shit. Her concussions are really good close range. They bounce off shit, get a lot of value out of those. They can delay a push very well. She's got that wall to run in, it's really good. Her dash is actually really fun and strong. But you have to have like a teammate to set you up, like I said. Like, that's the one thing with her. So you have to have like a Breach. I mean, you have to like a Breach, Fade, or Sova to set you up, or even a Skye to flash out and help you out, you know what I mean? But like, if you don't have those agents and they're not cooperating, it's kind of hard to frag out with Neon, in my opinion, because I mean, you got to go fast, you know. Her ult's really weak. Her ult needs a buff. If she gets a buff, I think she'll be A tier. If her ult gets a buff, honestly. Like, she's not that bad. It's just the fact that a lot of your teammates will be brain dead when they play her. But if you play her properly, she's really strong. Like, if you play her like Victor, she's really strong. Alright, next for B tier, we're going to go Sage. Sage is actually, I think, really strong still. I feel like she's a must pick on Split and Bind, in my honest opinion, just because you have to wall off for plants. Also must pick on Icebox. Falling off for plants. Retakes is really strong. And then, I mean, walling off mid on Split is really strong. Slows are insane. Rez is probably the best ability in the game, let's be realistic. She can heal her teammate. She's just all around a good agent. Like, if you want a main agent, I think Sage is a good agent to main because there's a lot you can do. You can also frag out really well. You can do those Grim Walls and shit. Like, really strong agent right now. And my last agent for B tier we're going to put is Skye. I mean, Skye's kind of falling off the meta, I feel like. She's still really strong, but I just think every other initiator is just fucking insane right now. Especially with like people finally figured out how to play KO and like Fade just got added. Like, I think Skye's gonna have like a low pick rate here on out. Nothing's wrong with her. It's just kind of like every agent's kind of better right now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. She's still really strong. I don't think she's bad. She's a good agent to main. She has everything you need. Heal for your teammate. She can flash. Dog gives you info, and her ult's really strong. The Jellyfish boys that go fast. Yeah, really strong agent. Still like her a lot. All right, and then for C tier, top off C tier, we're gonna go Astra. My opinion right now, Astra is just, she got nerfed pretty hard the last patch, as you guys know. Like, she doesn't have as many stars. Takes forever to pull up stars. Her ult's still really good. I mean, all her abilities are still good. It's just that nerf really hurt her. Like, she doesn't have many stars. It takes forever to pull out, so you can't do a lot of big brain stuff. But I think Astra's still really strong if you have another smoker. Like, you play with, like, a Viper or, like, another smoker, you know what I mean? Like, I still think she's very viable. It's just, like... I just feel like Omen and Brimmy get more value personally. It's just kind of like a preference at this point in the meta. But she still does get a lot of pro play. She still gets a lot of play at like my rank in Immortal. It's just the fact that I don't like playing her, and I just like, I don't know. I feel like it's a lot, like you're in your stars a lot. I'd rather be like Omen, where it's just like you kind of do like 2 smokes and then you can just go on, you can flash, or you can just do your smokes with Brim all of them at the same time, then you just go. You know what I mean? With Astra, I feel like you're just in your ability the whole time, and like it just, you don't get a lot of value anymore. Alright, next up for C tier, we got Reyna. Obviously, Reyna's going to be the strongest agent in the game if you can get kills. But the thing is, though, if you don't get kills, you're useless. 3 out of 4 of your abilities require kills, like with the dismiss and the heal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to get kills. And you're all, you have to get kills. Like, if you don't get kills, you're useless. Her flash is really good. I just feel like she just needs a little help sometimes. Like, you have to have an initiator with her, otherwise she kind of struggles, because everyone at my rank can just break the flash easily. It's just kind of like grid shot and aim labs. So yeah, like obviously if you can frag out, she's the best agent, but you're not always going to frag out. Like, especially at my rank, you're going to have off games. So I feel like it's better to play like a Raze or Jet, because you get a lot of value, like dashing on site. You create that space. Raze, you can just create space with your nades and shit. Like, you get a lot of value with other duelists. Even Neon, you get a lot of value just running in. Reyna, you can't really create space. That's kind of why I think Reyna's kind of bad. And then Yoru's next up in the tier list. Yoru's really strong. I don't like Yoru's just kind of like a weird agent. I don't know. Like, he's not bad. He's not good. I kind of want to put him B tier in a way. All right, we'll put him. I think we put him above Reyna. I think Yoru's better than Reyna because he can create space. His ult gives you a lot of info. You can get out of a lot of sticky situations with the ult as well. You can TP. You can lurk with Yoru, then TP back and help your team. I like the fake flash. Yoru's not bad. Like, I just think like, I just think there's better agents. That's just what it comes down to. Yoru's not a bad pick. I like it when I have a Yoru because usually they're pretty good. At least in my rank, I don't really get any troll Yorus. Like honestly, there's really no troll agents at this point. Every agent's pretty viable at this point. Like honestly, the Flash is pretty okay. I think his Flash is a little buff still. I don't like his regular Flash, but other than that, everything about Yoru's kit is really good in my opinion. Like he saw some play in VCT as well, and like he did like Forsaken killed it with him. Like he's really good, man. Like I think he's really underrated. I like playing Yoru a lot. I also like playing Neon a lot. It's just kind of like very situational. You know what I mean? Last but not least, Phoenix. Phoenix is not bad. I think this is like the best state of the meta other than Astra, and Phoenix is like this is like the best state of the meta they've ever had. It's just kind of like Phoenix kind of hasn't gotten anything done. He just stayed the same like the last like fucking like I don't even know how many patches, but it's been ages. Like he's still really good. Like there's nothing wrong with Phoenix. I think his Flash needs like a change, or he needs an extra Flash, or I don't know. His Molly's. I don't know what they need to do to him. There's really nothing they can do. Like he's a good pick still on like certain maps. I think he's really good on Split and Bind, but every other map he's like kind of eh. Haven he's really strong as well. I forgot about Haven. He's really good on Haven, but every other map is kind of eh. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like he's still really good. Flash needs a little rework. I don't like how wide it swings. It's kind of weird. In my opinion, what the thing wrong with Phoenix is KO. KO does everything Phoenix does better. Like his Molly's better. He has literally pretty much the same all, except for KO like stops them. Like he can't do any abilities. You know what I mean? The only thing that's different is Phoenix can heal. Like KO has a better Flash, he has a better Molly, like everything's better. The only thing is Phoenix can heal. I like how Phoenix can run back after he ults, like instead of KO where he has to get revived. That's like the only thing. But like KO and Phoenix are kind of like the same agent, minus instead of having the fucking knife, you know, he has the wall, but the wall's kind of I think the wall needs to last longer, kind of like a Neon wall. I feel like it goes away way too fast. And I think that it needs to go a lot further than it does. Yeah, like Phoenix isn't bad, honestly. I think this is the best. Like this is easily the best like. The way the agents are lined up right now is easily the best like it's been like ever. Like you can play any agent right now, no one really will complain. Every agent's solid. Like I don't really know. Like the only thing I think that needs a nerf, I don't know, is like KO maybe, KO and Chamber, but I don't really know how they can nerf Chamber. He just seems like he's really strong if you frag out. I think KO needs a nerf for sure, and then Fade, but I don't know what they can do to KO. I think they just need to make his flashes louder, man. Like his flashes fuck you up, man. And maybe make his knife lasso, like you can like destroy it, because sometimes you get fucked by the knife. But I mean, other than that, man, nothing really too crazy. This is my tier list. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching. I am out. Adios.